Philip Shaibu, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Akhabue, Ighodalo, Felix, Akhabue, and Anselm Ujezua are the early aspirants that have picked the nomination and expression of interest forms to contest the People's Democratic Party governorship primary scheduled for February 2022. Musa De Igbenedion had earlier purchased the forms, bringing the total number of aspirants to 5. While the expression of interest is 5 million naira, the nomination form is 30 million naira. And addressing newsmen at the party's national secretariat shortly after collecting the forms, Akhabue Ighodalo denied being the candidate of the incumbent governor, Godwin Obaseki. And also addressing the newsmen, the Deputy Governor of Edo State, Philip Shaibu, said it is the turn of the people to decide who will be the governor of Edo State. Felix Akhabue, who was once a council chairman in the state, said he's been a homegrown grassroots politician who understands the challenges of governance in Edo State. Okay, let's have this conversation with Felix Akhabue, one of the aspirants for the Edo governorship election, who has joined the race many dubbed Battle to Finish. Very warm welcome to Newsnight, Felix. You heard that? It's battle to finish in Edo State. And even in your party, that some people, see as maybe a little fractionalized than the rest, because they have the Obi, which the PDP store, what's called the original PDP, and the Obaseki one that they now call How do you see the fields? Tough one?
Well, thank you very much for inviting me to your program. See, we are privileged. I'm really happy that I'm here today. To me, it's expected. The governorship position is a position that you can use to do a lot for your people, your place, and the state in general. And so many persons are qualified to occupy this position. I can tell you thousands of persons are qualified in Edo State to be governor. So certainly that would be a competitive position. There are so many persons are qualified to contest. So many persons would have loved to be governor. So something that is competitive, something that has value, you should expect that competition for it is going to be tough. It's expected. I was once a council chairman, you did mention. To even become a council chairman was a difficult one. It was tough because so many persons were interested. So it's not what I didn't expect. I expect that it's going to be tough.
So we can conveniently say that you are battle tested.
I'm ready. I've experienced it in the past. I've been police for more than 3 decades.
And now let's take this battle to the issue of zoning in most PDP states, Edo State, for example. Some people are agitating that Edo North should have the slot. And the party is saying it's going to go to the central, because the central, after Bruce Ali's time, ideally, nobody from the central has been governor. Professor Osumbo was removed from office, so technically we can't say he wasn't the governor and the rest. Are you a supporter of zoning, or the field should be left open?
Well, to me, I'm a supporter of zoning. I want this position to be zoned to Edo Central, because just as you have analyzed, since this political dispensation in 1999, Edo Central had never actually produced a governor. Edo South now, when Obaseki would have been completing his term, November this year, Edo South would have produced governor for 16 years. And Edo North too has had the opportunity to produce governor for 8 years. But Edo Central, none. We have not been able to produce. So to me, I join others that are clamoring for zoning. The governor of Edo Central to be zoned to Edo Central. So we are appealing. But constitutionally, yes, Edo North, Edo South, they are still qualified to contest. But we are appealing to them. They are our brothers. So certainly it's democracy. It's going to be by election. Even during the, to pick candidate, it's still going to be democratic in nature. And as such, delegates, we have delegates from Edo North, we have delegates from Edo Central, we have delegates from Edo South. So we are appealing to the delegates. Yes, we have not elected the delegates today. So, but we are appealing to the leaders of the party and the delegates who will eventually come aboard to give a chance to Edo Central. And one of those proponents of that.
Okay, that's good. But the question is going to be, yes, I mean, you've been council chairman before. Now you want to take the real apple pie, being the chief executive of the state. What will you be bringing forward, to the people of Edo State that is new or novel? What novelty are you bringing governance to you?
Well, you have mentioned it. I have been a council chairman, and my records are there as council chairman. I'm not some of those persons that are vying to or contesting today who have not been tried. I've been given opportunity at a lower level. I serve as council chairman, and my records are there. That in a day, over 30 projects were commissioned, and I even took over some projects. Federal government started in my local government electricity project in one or two major communities. They were never connected to national grid before I became council chairman. And I did promise during my campaign that once I'm elected as council chairman, I will make sure they are connected to the national grid. Though it was a federal government project, but I came by way of intervention. The council have to come.
So what are the critical areas that you're going to, because we don't have enough time,
well,
critical areas that you think the people of Edo State needs your intervention?
Yeah. Well, Edo State today, we have issue of infrastructure. I can tell you the major road today that is joining Edos together, Edo South, Edo Central, and Edo North. The Bini, Ekpoma, Auchi, Okene Express Road is not motorable today. And as such, the economic activity of Edo State is seriously affected. So to me, not just only that road, but it's a major one. It's one of the most serious ones in Edo State today. And apart from that, there are so many.
It's a federal government road. How much resources do you have that you're going to expend such monies in a 200-kilometer highway?
I agree with you, it's a federal road. But who are the people using the road? It's my people in Edo State. So you may not do total construction, but you have to do repairs. You have to make sure that the roads are motorable. Because there are times vehicles will be on that road
the one the Minister of Works presented his budget before the National Assembly, and one of the interventions there is 200 million naira, between in Ewu, where you have one of the major problems.
Yeah, but as a state governor, you're not keep quiet. As a state governor, we just say, okay, it is a federal road, you allow your people to suffer because the economic activity of the state is affected. There are times vehicles will be on that road for 1 week and they won't be able to move. So apart from that road, there are so many other roads across the state, even state roads that are bad.
Okay, so
infrastructure is very, very important. Yeah. Educational sector is very, very important. Our schools need teachers. There are so many of our schools today, yes, the buildings have been built. The building does not give education without the teachers. So we need teachers in so many of our schools. So it had to be attended to. And apart from that, you see, when you want to manage, it's not enough to manage the resources of the state. You have to also manage the people along. The people have to be carried along. So I'm a politician. Yes, I'm a man from the private sector. I believe that I don't need to get value for their money. But in doing that, I can't just walk to a community and say, oh, I want to build a school for you, or I want to build a market for you. I must carry the people along. I want to bring government where the people have a say. I don't want to be a leader. I want to be a servant leader that we carry people along. I want synergy of the people. I want to bring the people on board. Let's do it together.
All right, thank you so very much, Felix Akhabue. Jofel, I remember that's your popular name.
Yes, that's my business name, but I happen to everybody call me Jofel these days.
All right.
Jofel Group of Company.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on Newsnight, and we wish you the best in the primaries in February 2022 with the